Hey everyone, very excited for the new DJI Mini 3 Pro. It just arrived and I have been in this DJI ecosystem for about the last 6 years, starting with the Phantom 3, then a Phantom 4 Pro, then a Mavic Zoom, and now finally the Mini. I never thought I'd have a Mini, but over the years all this tech has definitely trickled down and now we've got this super small package, and big shocker, I own a Mini now. Setting this thing up, tearing it down, traveling with it, I know what kind of style I like with my drones now, and I would definitely prefer the smaller package. It just makes it so easy and quick, and you get the inspiration out, boom, you're flying, you're capturing the vibe. So let's dive into this Mini 3 Pro. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna see if this is right for your adventures. So first off, the biggest plus of this drone I just mentioned is it's small, and that's good for both traveling with it, and also DJI has been very good about keeping this thing under 1 gram, not sneaky at all, but with that weight, it's considered a toy drone. There is, however, a larger battery that you can get, and that is gonna bump it up into FAA weight zone. So be careful, know what you're flying. I think everyone should take the 107 class, at least study for it. It makes you a much better drone pilot overall. So next is the video capabilities, and with this larger sensor upgrade, the Mini 3 can get some pretty impressive footage with its f1.7 lens. I use the drone a ton for establishing shots, opening shots for my client work, and this easily matches up with my full frame cameras. It's not jarring to cut back and forth from. Now this drone also shoots in vertical mode, which is a new little trick for this thing, and that's gonna make it super easy to create YouTube shorts, IG reels, TikTok things. And what I really like about this is that it turns the whole camera, so you're getting the entire sensors. It's not just cropping in on a little vertical spot. So really awesome. You can get some really cool vertical panoramas with this. Also, the gimbal has a lot more range in it now. You can look up higher, you can look down lower. Sensors are all over this thing now. Sensors started popping up on my Phantom 4 Pro, and then on the Mavic Zoom, they were all around it. And that gave you some awesome obstacle avoidance. Really makes it idiot proof, which is something that I need. I don't know how many times that obstacle avoidance saved my drone, saved me a bunch of heartache, so I always keep that on. This new system is called the Advanced Pilot Assistance System, APAS 4.0 for short. These sensors also allow for focus tracking, and now it's easier than ever to get these tracking shots and just get that amazing buttery B-roll in the very beginning. I mean, it is so crazy how good these things have gotten and how easy it is. It makes it on you now. There's also a new remote control, and it has the new transmission system that's supposed to get you a 7-mile range. And that is absolutely nuts. I also was excited that I will never have to futz around with my cell phone to fly the drone anymore. I hate any equipment that is reliant on your cell phone because the cell phone sucks. I don't know how many times I've gone to a place to fly. Oh, something's wrong with the phone, it needs an update, there's no signal, and you're just kind of dead in the water. It's definitely nicer updating all this stuff when you're back at home because you get that speedy Wi-Fi signal. So the DJI Mini 3 has a new battery system that can supposedly fly up to 34 minutes, which is crazy. My Phantoms were only getting about 20-ish minutes out of them. DJI also offers a 47-minute capable battery that I mentioned, but this is going to be a little heavier, and this will push you into the weight limit of FAA territory if you decide to get the bigger battery. So I've been flying the Mini now for a couple days, and I just gotta say that this is my new favorite drone, hands down. First off, the best thing that I love so much about this is there's no cell phone. Just seems like having a remote built strictly for this thing really helps out a lot. There is a slight boot up time. It takes about 15 seconds, it feels like, for it to finally load up, connect, and off you go. The drone just flies great when you have your settings dialed in. I love flipping the camera up to vertical mode to get a couple reels for the future. It just performs above and beyond what I thought this little tiny toy drone would be able to do. I really do think that it's because of these, their older siblings, all this technology has finally trickled down into this small little package, and it's just amazing what the tech is getting these days. Another thing I loved about this experience of flying it is when you come home, you check out your photos and your videos. Now there's a nice little USB-C port right on the back. You plug it into your computer, it pops up like an external hard drive, drag and drop your files, no more popping out the SD card every time. This just makes it so much faster and easier. And the easier it is to use your gear, the more you're gonna leave it off the shelf in your closet. The build quality of it is a little plasticky, and that's expected for this price point. Once I got this up in the air though, I didn't see any problems with stability, and it was just as steady as my Mavic and my Phantoms, even more so. And this is what I mean by DJI has really brought all this experience into this thing, and now it just flies great. It flies forever. It goes these huge distances. I was never worried. Crazy tech, awesome tech. So if you were thinking of getting into drones, you want to step up your videography, or you're just a photographer, you want to get this amazing bird's eye perspective now, this is a great drone to finally step into this market with. Get your feet wet. I was paying like $1,600 for this one, $2,000 for this one. Now you have all this technology in this little thing under $1,000. The remote controller is awesome. Trust me, I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I'm loving this thing. For videographers, if you haven't gotten a drone yet, this is the ultimate establishing shot. When I do a client video, I open it up, you're going into the location, you're flying towards the location. When you want to close and end the video, you fly away from the location. It's that easy, and the clients always love it. Next time you're watching television, take note of all the drone shots. People start their shows now with 5 to 10 drone shots because you can just show the landscape, show what's going on, show the vibe of this place wherever you are. Super easy with the drone. It's that perspective that we never get to see, and that's why it's so intriguing and so awesome. After buying all this tech, trying to do this YouTube channel, this is finally something that I'm really like, okay, that was worth my $1,000 for sure. Another thing that I would recommend is to get these ND filters. Most of the time when I was outside, I had this at ND 256. You probably need half that. To get down to 100 ISO, you want to keep your ISO as low as possible, and this thing just takes care of the rest in pro mode. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you got inspired. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. I really need your support in getting to a certain level of subscribers on YouTube, so if you could do me a favor, just hit that subscribe button down below. I would appreciate it immensely. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Take care.